Well, hello, this is Entropy 666
This is Lucifera.
coming to you again to discuss another Weapons of War video. In this video, we are going to tell you why you should be going against this abomination, this church that has fallen so far from any kind of decency or any kind of teachings of anyone, whether he's historical figure or not, any of the teachings that you could find of this man that we refer to as Jesus Christ. They have fallen a long way from where they first started off.
These, quote, Christians, or rather say, servants of the demiurge, they have fallen way low. They are actually the Antichrist. The Christianity is the Antichrist. It's the beast system if you look carefully. If you see people worshiping Jesus, Jesus has become an image now, and those who do not worship the image of the beast would be persecuted. You remember that in Revelation. Christianity is the same way. If you don't worship Jesus, they say that you're going to burn in hell. It's the same thing.
Yeah, and a lot of people are seeing that now. It's not just people who have severe problems with the church. It's not just people who have had some sort of occult background, maybe even dabbled in magic, black magic, and things like that in their past. It's not just people who would normally turn against this Christian faith. I mean, the kind of thing that brought someone like Anton LaVey to start the Satanic Church, the hypocrisy of these people, these demiurgic people, these children of the demiurge. I mean, compared to the way they were in the 60s to now, I mean, it's just no comparison. They're not even trying anymore to even look even akin to holy. I have, and Lucy has people people saying things to us that are just beyond my comprehension, that it even runs through their brain, let alone a brain of someone who refers to themselves as a servant of the Christ.
If you notice something here, when a lot of these Christians accept Jesus into their heart, do you notice there's a big change in them, like for the worse? They act demonic.
They're the ones who act like they're possessed. This Jesus figure that they speak about, I always know the ones that are truly fallen far away from any kind of Holy Spirit, because they always talk about Jesus, not Christ, which is, not necessarily the name or title of the man who we refer to, but Jesus certainly wasn't his name, and they know that. And so anytime I hear someone say something about Jesus, it's a sure sign that I don't know what they're worshiping, but they're not worshiping the God of your fathers. They're not worshiping the God and the Christ of my parents and my extended family.
I would have to say that they're accepting a spiritual mark. These Christians always like to talk about the mark of the beast. I would say that this is the mark. It's a spiritual mark. When they accept Jesus, they make a change for the worse.
You could see it, and this wasn't something that I came to easily as far as speaking up against the church. I actually foolishly, naively thought that that I would have legitimate discussions with people who say that they are Christians. But the first video that I put up, Lucifer and Satan are not the same beings, not my first video, but it's my first video that addressed any of these theological questions. Once I put that up back in, it's been over 3 years now, I immediately had Christians attacking me. And I actually naively, before I put that up, thought that it would just open up a dialogue between me and other Christians, that they would possibly even see my and many others' legitimate point that this Lucifer character is nothing but a mythology. It's not even based in biblical text. So why we go against the Christians? We all have our reason to speak up against the demiurgic people, the people of the demiurge. It is unfortunate that we have to feel as though there is an us and them mentality, because I actually don't tend to fall into that kind of mindset as a Buddhist. But I do also, and have for some time, seen that there are several Buddhists out there who speak up against Christianity. It's not, let me find the quote. You're given a quote from Gandhi. "I like your Christ, I do not like your Christians. Your Christians are so unlike your Christ." So, understand this. They are going to try to deceive you into believing that Lucy and I are against the Christ. Nothing could be further from the truth. I'm going to go with the assumption for now, right now, that the Christ was an actual figure, that his depiction in the Bible is fairly accurate. Whether or not all the things he did, it's fairly accurate. Let's go with that. I like the Christ. What I do not, however, like are Christians. Now, Gandhi died what? 70s? And I mean, his main draw for people was during the 40s and 50s, wasn't it? I believe. I know that as a historical figure, he was, many years ago when he had his following, Gandhi. So what do you think he would think about these people today? I mean, it really is mind-boggling that people call themselves Christians and behave the way they do. Look, because I got 666 in my screen name, and because Lucifera Morningstar has Lucifer in her screen name, does not merit you coming at us the way you do. It doesn't. It doesn't. You're not justified at all. And the more we do this, and the only word I can use is demonic you become, the more we realize that we're doing the right thing. So you're not doing yourself any favors by going crazy and telling everybody, "Oh my gosh, they're all against me." Oh, we're not against you. We're against what nonsense you're witnessing. After looking at the way they've behaved over the past several years, since I've really been speaking out against the Christian church, I have seen beyond any doubt that these people are interested in setting up a theocracy. And if we're under a theocracy, and I firmly believe we will be, a Christian theocracy, we will be under, it may not be a theocracy in name, but once they firmly establish this hatred that they have, this just visceral hatred that they have for people like Lucy and I, I firmly believe that they will go out and start killing people. They will be killing. There are little gems that you could find throughout the Bible that give you understanding, that if you're able to read it with the discerning spirit, with the Holy Spirit, then you understand exactly who they're referring to. They're certainly not referring to people like Lucy and I in this verse.
For you will be expelled from the synagogues, and the time is coming when those who kill you will think they are doing a holy service for God.
We are witnessing an unprecedented time, really. We're on the precipice of one. Yes, the Christian church have killed for so many different reasons. But I really see that this future that we're about to move into is a period in which theocracy is going to come stronger and stronger and stronger. We're going to have a huge backlash from the not as liberal as some presidents, but the liberal rules and regulations that have been passed the past 6 years or so since Obama's been president. There's going to be huge backlash.
They are preparing people for this situation. Look at all the videos that are being put out. Look how many people are going against us now. They're going to be accusing us of being reptilians, Satanists, Luciferians.
We're already accused on a regular basis, Lucy and I, for they say it as though it's just a matter of fact that we kill babies, that we're members of the Illuminati. Let me tell you something. Those of you in the Illuminati, you need to be sending us some checks, because we ain't getting it. If we're members of the Illuminati, we sure as heck ain't living like one. But more importantly than why Lucy and I are doing it, the question is, why should you care? Why should you bother? I can get into the whole they came after the teachers, and I wasn't a teacher, so I didn't care. They came after the artist, and I wasn't an artist, so I didn't care, talking about the Nazis and blah, blah, blah. I can go into all that, talking about they're going to come after you. If you have any kind of dissent against the almighty Christian church, not the Christ, not even their God anymore, the almighty Christian church, because they're God now. And I'm not going to say it's always been the case, but certainly now their God is nothing short of the devil. Nothing short of their devil. Their perception of who the devil is who they're worshiping. They're the true quote-unquote Satanist, not us.
The hierarchy of the church, they're basically God.
And they're going to come against anyone eventually who shows any kind of dissent. So why should you let your voice be heard now? Because you want to be able to stand with these people like us, who are trying not to create something to replace Christianity, but simply resist and speak up against this theocracy, this demonic people who are just so consumed and possessed with their own pride, with their own self-worth, when they're nothing short of bullies. And that's what they are doing. We've got a channel. I have a channel with about 230 subs. Lucy has what? You got about what, 450 subs?
Yes.
So between us, we have less than 800 subs. Less than 800. Why in the world are some of you so frightened by us that you feel compelled to tell your people to come after us? It should give you pause, and it should give those people who feel compelled to troll our channel pause, to ask yourself, get it straight, all right? Get it straight. We are not going after the people of Christ. We are not going after the people of Christ. We are going after people who call themselves Christians online.
And what they really are children of the demiurge. They're offline as well. I've seen plenty of them too.
Right. On and offline, it seems to be more direct. Online, of course, they can hide behind their computers, behind their computer screen. So let's end this with this. Because the truth of the matter is, we're not really going against Christians in the sense that these people are servants of the Christ. Let's look at this quote from Nietzsche. The last Christian died on the cross. We're not going against Christians when we speak against these people. Just remember, you're not speaking against your mother form of Christianity. You're not speaking against the kind of Christianity that you grew up in. I grew up in the Episcopal Church, and if most of the people I grew up with who were adults at the time, who were probably in their 60s and 70s and 80s now, if they're still alive, if I were to show them the ones who are truly servants of Christ, what's been going on and what's been said to Lucy and I, they would be appalled. I don't even tell my mother, who I see on a regular basis, who I talk to regularly on the phone, who I love. Yeah, it's true. Oh my God, I'm a Satan worshiper. I give babies to Satan. I throw them into his gaping maw of his mouth in the pit of Sheol. But yet I love my mother, who's a Christian. Folks, you don't know me. You don't know Lucy. You keep coming against us. You're not doing yourself any good. If you want to do it, go right ahead. We're not afraid of you, and you really are nothing to us. I don't care how many subs you have. You're nobody. You're nothing. So keep it up if you feel you must, but the truth is, you're only harming yourself. And when you wake up to that reality and wisdom hits you like a slap in the face, you'll wish that you hadn't come against us. Not making any personal threats. I'm telling you, you're messing up with your own karma. It's gonna be your own downfall. Keep it up. So, hopefully we've given you some reasons why to feel compelled enough to speak up against this church that still calls themselves Christians. And we will be back again soon. Hope you enjoyed the videos. And this is Entropy 666 signing off.
And this is Lucifer.
You have a good day, and we will see you again soon. Goodbye.